I think is plaguing so many women for whatever reason, whether it's something in your past that you haven't dealt with, or you just have certain fears and insecurities, or it could be, you know, the multi-billion-dollar beauty industry that has seemed to make a fortune off of our insecurities. But this is something that we have all struggled with in the past. I know that's something that I've struggled with in one way, shape, or form, and that is how to take a compliment. And not just how to take it, but how to actually take it and receive the compliment. So I want to get rid of that habit. I want to break that habit in all of us, and I want all of us to just, you know, start learning how to receive these compliments back. So if this is you and this is something that you struggle with, then I hope that this video will be of some use. So the first thing that I want you to do is notice what a compliment actually is. When somebody pays you a compliment, what they're doing is they are essentially praising some sort of greatness in you, or some sort of good service that you're doing, some good that you're putting out of yourself. And it can be, you know, you wrote an amazing article for your school paper, or it could just be you're having a great hair day, whatever the case is. It's something good that someone else appreciates inside of you, or outside of you even. And so what they're doing is they want to just let you know of it, and they are giving you back what the goodness that you are putting out, if that makes any sense. So when you deflect your compliments back, and this can happen in a few different ways, what usually happens is something like this. Let's say somebody says, hey, you know, Sally, you look great today. And Sally goes, oh, yeah, but I didn't have the time to get ready, and I need to lose 5 pounds, and blah, 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 blah. So that's one way of not being able to receive a compliment well. Another way is Sally can say, oh, thank you, but in her mind, she automatically defaults to this place of going, but I didn't have enough time to get ready, but I didn't do my hair how I wanted, but I need to lose 5 pounds. So even though she says thank you on the outside, on the inside, she is suffering from certain limiting beliefs or certain insecurities that she replays in her head over and over again to sort of qualify what the other person is saying. So when you are qualifying those statements, or you're saying but this and but that, then what you're doing is you are actually deflecting those compliments, like that you don't want them. You don't want any goodness. But remember, the other people are giving you compliments to respond to goodness that you are putting off into the world that you are giving them. So they're trying to give you back that goodness. When you deflect the compliment, you're saying, I don't want any more goodness in my life. I don't need that. It's okay. I don't want anything good around me. And that sounds really drastic, but that's actually what it's doing. It's subconsciously training yourself to not receive goodness back, inadvertently denying yourself the capacity to receive more of that goodness. So that's not what we want to do, right? We don't want that. We want all the goodness that we can have in the world. There's enough bad stuff going around. We don't need to experience that or cause that in our life. We want to create as much goodness, as much good energy, as much good vibrations, however you see that, around us as possible. We don't want to be the cause for all the bad stuff that's happening to us, right? So we need to start changing our behavior. We need to start changing the way that we think. And this is going to take a little time. This is certainly not an overnight type of thing. This will definitely take a little bit of time and a little bit of practice. So what you're going to start doing is I want you to start noticing when these behaviors actually happen. So when somebody gives you a compliment, I want you to start experiencing your experience. That's what I call that. So how do you experience your experience? I want you to actually, it's almost like stepping outside of yourself and watching yourself go through this experience. So I want you to experience your experience, witness your behavior. So, and this is going to take a conscious effort. You're actually going to have to start thinking about what you're thinking about during the actual process of this whole thing. So let's say somebody gives you a compliment. Sally, you look great today. If your mind goes to a place of, oh, but she doesn't really mean it, or oh, but. So I want you to start noticing that, okay? And you're going to try and change the behavior, try and change the thinking pattern. So instead of saying, but whatever, just say, thank you. It's really, really simple. When somebody gives you a compliment, just say thank you. And this is going to sound really, really strange because it seems so simple, but so many of us don't actually practice this. So when somebody gives you a compliment, you say thank you, leave it at that. And it might feel a little awkward, it might feel a little uncomfortable, it might feel, you might be a little embarrassed or a little nervous about it. It's okay. Just let that go. That is all a part of learning the process. That's all a part of the experience. So when you're feeling a little awkward and you're feeling a little uncomfortable because you just said thank you to somebody who gave you a compliment back, again, that's totally normal. You just want to witness that behavior and say, okay, why do I feel uncomfortable? You might have to ask yourself, why do I feel uncomfortable? What is it about that compliment, or what is it about what the other person said that makes me not receive it for myself, that makes me not believe it? And it could be a fear, an insecurity, something that's lingering that you may have not noticed ever before, but now that you're starting to retrain your mind, you're going to start to notice them. And again, the uncomfortability, the awkwardness, the nervousness, all that stuff comes with retraining how our mind thinks about compliments. So don't think that that's strange. That is all a part of the process, And eventually, as you do this over and over and over again, you'll start to notice that those weird feelings, those negative beliefs, those limiting beliefs, those fears, those insecurities, the awkwardness, the nervousness, all that stuff is actually going to start to go away, and you will start to be able to receive compliments. So when somebody says, hey, whatever, you did a great job, just say thank you. That's it. It's really, really simple. Say thank you, and then you'll actually start to receive all the goodness that that person is actually giving back to you for something good that you put out into the world. All they're doing is they are appreciating your greatness because you're awesome. That's it. You did something awesome, or you are something awesome. You have awesome hair today. They like your shoes, whatever. You picked out some really great shoes. You have good taste. They're just appreciating your awesomeness, and you need to learn to appreciate your awesomeness too. Embrace the awesomeness. Go forth and be awesome, because we all are. We all have certain God-given talents, God-given gifts, things that are a part of us that make us organic to ourselves, that no one else can give back to the world. So just start to embrace that, and when somebody appreciates that aspect of you, it really is sort of liberating. It's almost like they're giving you a verbal affirmation for something that is a part of you and is organic to yourself. So just learn to appreciate that in yourself. Don't deflect the compliments. Don't deflect the goodness. And yeah, so just start to practice that. Again, this is going to take time. It's certainly not going to be an overnight type of thing. It wasn't for me. Maybe for you it will be. I don't know. But as you do it more often, the pattern sort of becomes your new behavior. So let's adopt new behavior, good behaviors that we can take with us for the rest of the time. Receive all the compliments that you have today with a thank you, and the ones that you receive tomorrow. And from here on out, just say thank you, because you're great and you're awesome, and I love you guys. So that's it. I hope that you guys enjoyed that video, and I'll see you guys next time.